All right, we're going to do another Mindspark. Going down here, we got January 6, 2020. The goal in combat is not success, but to ensure you don't fail. Where sport conflicts with combatives. Don't die. You can't win if you're dead. And no one really wins in combat anyway. In combatives, a draw would be a pentacle example of two athletes succeeding. In sport, it's the opposite. It focuses on success and overcoming your opponent. And this is also why sport is so important in human life and society. But we must accept and practice the alternative mindset of not failing when it comes to combatives. So this is talking about the main difference in mindset between combatives and sports. It's speaking directly to overcommitments. In sport, because it focuses on success and overcoming your opponent, you will take risk in order to achieve that goal, right? That in order to win, it's all about the trade-offs and the exposing of ourselves for the chance to win. Whereas combatives is a little bit different. We want to succeed, but more than succeeding when it comes to combatives, we want to not die, right? There's different consequences involved when we're not in a sterile environment, a sterile training environment. Combatives, when things are, in the real world, we have to balance commitment and control. We can't overcommit for the chance of succeeding, right? We don't want to play the chance game. There's just too much at stake. I think that kind of sums it up. I'm not gonna this is almost philosophical, right? We could chat about it for a while, so I'm not going to go into too much depth. I think the way I originally wrote it here does it a good amount of justice. But again, it's just talking about that different mindset and a different approach. It says we must accept and practice the alternative mindset, right? Maybe this I've kind of always had this approach to martial arts, and maybe it's an explanation as to why I wasn't super intrigued or motivated to compete a lot. But maybe that's also just an excuse I make. So anyway, I definitely have this different mindset when it comes to martial arts, though, and I've kind of always approached it that way when I'm training. The decisions I make, especially now with my renewed focus on the law enforcement side of things, I definitely look at things more from this perspective. All right. So that's it for this one. Again, no need to kind of look at this on the map. It's just a general concept. I hope it has value to you. Slenderman out.